We're breaking the news, taking on the fights. Iceman's in charge, the truth at the core. Holster up, free burden box, ready for more. Tune in, log on, feel the thrill. Uncensored and real, it's the realest of wheels. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Laughter ignites, unfiltered we chat about wrongs and rights. Criminal tales with a twist of the funny. In the chaos of badges, we take the money. The midweek madness, we own the scene. With the wit of the wise, we reign supreme. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Come ride with gear, let's hit the ground running. With the Motor Cop Chronicles, the laughter's just stunning.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This site is for educational purposes only.
All right, listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Good afternoon, you beautiful people.
Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good week. tomorrow's my Friday because I'm off for Good Friday.
What? You gonna eat you some goats?
Bro, there's people speeding out there that need correcting.
Well,
Just
on Good Friday?
hide Easter eggs in the cars.
it's not going to be me. So I hope everybody.
That's for the local
Y'all
man
always
on the
complain
boat,
about
not the
my
big
Skittles smacking me down. I'm getting secondhand vape smoke and it's about to choke me to
I
death.
don't know what you're talking about. See what Skittles do to you? It makes you shrink. That's what Skittles do to you. Makes you Oompa
I
Loompa.
still enjoy my delicious cocktail out of the Freebird.
Out of the Freebird?
Out of the Freebird taster.
Did you
Sounds like
visit
you
it?
Free,
Oh my
Freebird.
God!
much,
Did you see that shit
Freebird
JoJo
taster.
posted with the pickle fountain or some shit? I was like, oh God, my taste buds. I wanted to throw up just instantly. No,
I feel the same
Can't
way
do it.
about that McRib.
I must miss that one.
I didn't see no
quit.
pic. Oh, you talking about like a bunch of them in like a flower?
yeah, it was. No, it was like a whole ass fountain, like you would usually fill with champagne,
Yeah.
and they filled it with fucking pickles and pickle juice. So the pickle,
Oh,
like
nice.
the seeds were boiling, and I was like, oh God, no.
Well,
That pickle juice got to be chilled, man.
pickle juice is nasty. So if anybody would like a great cigar, which tastes better than pickles, go to mypatriotcigar.com and get you a cigar over there. Use MotorCop 15, get 15% off your order. If you'd like any more Motor Cops and merch or whatever, like I'll tell them these T-shirts.
I tried to get some and it wouldn't let me.
No, you didn't. So
Yeah, it made me sign up for some bullshit.
yeah, you actually got to have an Etsy account.
Oh shit, that's why.
That's ETSY.
I can't even get. I can't even buy Freebird merchandise. It's like, sorry, you don't. You're not authorized. I'm like,
Hey, I
bitch,
got
I
one.
am. I am Freebird.
One of them throwback shirts.
You either go to
The
Etsy
fuck
or
I ain't authorized. On
go to
the damn
motorcopchronicles.com and click on the links. If you want more Motorcop Chronicles, you can join the Patreon.
But the ones that say whole stare are the most comfortable. That's
Nah, yeah, but they
Not
cause
really.
because it's made out of ass.
Kelly and
ass hair.
Roy P is here.
Goat
Speaking
ass.
of the Patreons, we got CHP Road Dog, full crew member, Miss Stacy McClendon, our hang around. We got Miss Kelly Meyer, get Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop for Life, Mr. William G. Bo, then Carlson with Burley Boards. Go get yourself a Burley Board handmade cutting board, great for chopping your food up with, slapping criminals in the face, smacking your kids in the ass when they ain't listening, or bring it to the bedroom with you and your wife for some naughty time. We got T-Bird, Hoppy Hopperson, our favorite truck driver, Mr. Blake Walker, AA Rom Diet Set Podcast, Mr. Z Palmer, Roy Spalding. We have JoJo, our favorite Australian girl, Miss Kaylee Norris, and Natasha A. from great state of Washington. Appreciate y'all.
Does the Burley Board come with a mount, or like a bedroom mount?
I'm not sure.
You could
I
just
can-
you can mount it like right by the headboard.
I guess
that way
you
it's
can.
for
He
like an
offers
easy
so
access, easy
many.
grab.
It's not even funny. He'll make you anything that you want, but I can tell you the smaller one is what you're gonna want, and you could put a handle on it or like a rope.
Billy, I don't think pickle flavor cigars would sell very well. That's just nasty.
You
That
supposed to be
is
making the
super
3D.
cheap.
You're supposed to be making the 3D SEC trophy.
Hello,
thing.
Greg, Stacy, Megan. Roy P. is, I think he found. Let's see what he has to say.
Welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that? There are 4 kings in every deck of cards, and while they all look similar, the King of Hearts is the only royal fellow who doesn't have a mustache. According to The Guardian, the so-called Suicide King, who earned his name because it looks like he's stabbing himself in the head with a sword, wasn't always barefaced. He mistakenly lost his facial hair in a redesign. Roy out.
Now you know that useless information about playing cards.
Well,
So next time somebody's out playing, y'all playing strip
That
poker,
sucks.
you nasty fuckers, y'all know. Look at those kings.
Hell yeah.
And of course, we got to go to Roy P. 'Cause y'all didn't set him up with that blonde chick, which I thought y'all picked the brunette. Here she is right here.
That's not who I picked. That's not who I picked.
Well, that's who got picked.
I know.
Right here.
I got Trump.
DWI, possession of firearm while intoxicated.
Mo Shawty.
Let's see what Roy P, who is in the chat, he also called in, and let's see what he had to say when he called in. What happened to his date?
Come on, give it to me.
Give it to you.
Hey, y'all. It is me, Roy P., calling in to give an update on last week's shawty that y'all picked for me. I got to say, she was pretty fun. After I bonded her out, she said she was thirsty, so we stopped at a local bar, and damn, that shawty could throw them back. She was doing shots of tequila like it was water. Well, I didn't stop her. I figured if she was wasted, she might give the Roy Daddy some play. After running up a $200 tab that I had to pay, of course, she said she was ready to go. So we went back to the stud wagon, my PT Cruiser. Of course, it is a real woman magnet, I know, because the shoddy always are looking appointing when I drive by. On the way back to the Palace, which is my studio apartment, she says she needs to pee. So I pull over at the gas station. She says she needs help getting out of the car, and I figured she just drank too much. So I go to help her out. And when she gets out, she grabs a Glock from her purse and pistol whips the shit out me and tells me I am a punk-ass bitch and gay, then ran off. I did not need any stitches, thank goodness. Guess we should have picked the blonde instead. Hope this one is better. This is Roy P., still looking for love.
Yeah, I know, Roy.
All the
I
wrong
said the same thing. I told y'all.
I should have picked the blonde. I just... This one, Roy, I'm sorry you got pistol whipped and she called you a punk ass bitch and that you're gay. Let's hope. I mean, it might be the PT Cruiser. I'm not sure with the flames on it.
Could be.
But yeah, that's Roy Daddy. So let's see who we got for this week. We got number one, domestic violence.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little domestic right there. Number two, little family violence and assault right there.
Look, are they sisters? Stepsisters.
And then we got reckless driving. I don't know if she got a hold of Earl Schwab or a Crayola on her face. So I'm not.
That right there is a fucking permanent marker, homie. That's a Chorita surprise.
Right there. So we got 1, 2, and 3. I'm voting for number 3. That's where I'm going.
I
Billy
would say
said
1 and 2 are from different dads, and their mom is number 3. And Roy takes all 3 of them out on a date.
so. We got 1 vote for number 3 so far. That's me. Who you voting for, Freebird?
What do you think, Roy?
I'm going with the middle one there. The
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
No, that's the
Number 2.
creepiest. Something wrong with her eyes.
No, it ain't.
Dead
No, it
inside.
ain't. That what you
Dead
can't.
inside.
What do y'all think, Pete?
Maybe she can't judge size.
This is Roy
Number
P's
3
picking
is
number
probably
3
a
too.
dude.
Number 3, Billy. Oh, number 3 is winning. Number 2, she says, Stacey says she loves good domestic violence. And we tied up right now. We got 3 and 3 for 2 and 3.
Come on.
So we need one more to break the
look,
vote.
Kelly.
We need one.
Kelly said 2.
That's what I said. We tied up. Yeah, you getting the PT Cruiser detailed out? I hope so. Get them flames going with them 22-inch gold rims you got on it. She looks less pissed. Yeah, this one right here. This one, like I said, this could be a man also. So you never know how.
They could all be
Roy P.
related.
No.
I could see it. I could seriously see it. 1 and 2 definitely look related. And number 3 could be like stepmom or some shit. I don't know.
No, I don't know. So we tied. Nobody else up for a vote? Nope.
Y'all are no fun.
So I guess we might have to
Go with Freebird.
just he might have to take both of them out at different times and see what happens.
That's why I said
We'll see.
take out all 3 of them.
I didn't say 3. I said these 2. That's the ones that got it. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so I guess we'll jump into this first story here we have with Holstera.
Oh, so
Yep, that's
basically
you.
it's all a video. It's going to be a video that we end up watching, but in my personal opinion, I think it'll be the same as most of your guys's. The minute he would have fucking reared up on that thing and hit him, he would have been aired out. It's the same thing as running somebody down with a car, tractor. That's my opinion. But I would say roll that footage and let's watch.
I don't get. I mean, these people with these freaking four-wheelers and shit.
I get it. I mean, I rode four-wheelers in streets. Don't have a license, so you can't go nowhere.
What happened?
So you talk your parents into getting a four-wheeler so that you could ride it off-road. Well, you just drive it on the fucking road. But I mean, we just fucking, when we seen the cops, we pulled off to the side. We didn't do the street takeover shit like you see in all these fucking cities happening now.
No, these idiot kids nowadays. So
they just give them an inch and took a mile.
And is expected to
this
make
might
full
be a
recovery.
grown-ass man.
Good evening. I am Bria Berry.
And I'm Kelly Eckerman. Chris and Laura are off.
Even at
KBC9's
80,
Andy Alcock has new video of that incident, and we do want to warn you this could be disturbing for some viewers.
An eyewitness captures
I want to know how he got it in
City
reverse.
Police officers encounter with an ATV driver near the corner of Main and Truman Road South. The driver clips the officer, but it didn't end there. When the unidentified officer tries to stop the driver a second time, he pops into a wheelie and rolls right over the officer.
It's scary. It's scary for everybody.
Anton's Restaurant is about a block south on Main Street from where the incident occurred. The owner of the same name, since he opened in 2012, ATVs and other vehicles have been a problem.
The noise and the aggressive.
That's not even teenagers. That's grown-ass men.
All right. So that's interesting. Well, I have no excuse for them. I mean, I would say that if you're acting responsible, you should be able to, ride motorcycles and shit. But
not dirt bikes and shit. I mean, that's not legal for the street.
Yeah, but now you look at those fucking enduro things that.
Yeah, that's not enduros. These are dirt bikes. These aren't street legal. Four-wheelers are not street legal. You can say whatever. No, the fuck no. Not in this part, no. So, and they're just doing all shit. I say from now on.
That they arrested that boy riding his horse in Baton Rouge.
I'm saying they ought to just fucking just start mowing them. When they see them, they start to run, just run their asses over. That's what they do. The cops run their asses over.
Well, wouldn't it be their fault because they were illegally operating a motor vehicle?
Yeah.
In a roadway.
They're not following any road rules. They're blazing through intersections and stuff.
The officer was taken to the hospital with serious head injuries.
For him, Billy.
He's since been released and is expected to make a full recovery. Mayor Quentin Lucas and KCPD Chief Stacy Graves were so upset by this incident, they held a special news conference this morning to talk about
Somebody will turn him in.
They also released this photo of the suspect leaving the scene on his ATV.
That ain't no kid.
We had officers out looking to intervene in this very type of behavior, and this is why one of our officers was seriously injured.
The crime is growing down here a little bit. We do everything we can to try to head that off a little bit.
Again, the officer is expected to make a full recovery. So far, the suspect has not been caught. In downtown KCMO, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
Anyone with information about this case is urged to call.
Bet he couldn't get his gun out and just put some rounds in that fucker.
Right. Well, you got to imagine if you see where he's at, like up, it's almost like he took that. You figure an ATV's between 400 and 600 pounds, and it nailed him at like a lineman, just with all that intensity. Yeah, that should have fucked him up. Yeah.
So hopefully somebody turns that motherfucker in and they catch him, because
they will. It's too obvious. The bike's yellow. Who the fuck rides a yellow motor? Anything.
All right, we're going over to Connecticut over here.
Yeah.
I got a video on this too, Freebird.
Well, good, because I want to see what kind of video you got on this dude. So apparently in Connecticut, police sergeant got reinstated with back pay, apparently, for tasing a guy that was handcuffed. But obviously he had a reason, and old boy was beating other officers with his elbow and his feet, kicking them in the shins and all like that. So this police sergeant decided he had enough. He about to wax his ass with the taser. But he's been reinstated with back pay. But whoever's filing the, I guess, rebuttal to that is, I don't know who it is. Don't say.
Well,
apparently they're trying to get the Connecticut Supreme Court to take a look at it.
Well, they got to go to the Supreme Court because he got reinstated before, and the police department appealed it, and now the appellate court's like, no, y'all got to hire this dude back. So we'll watch it. The video, you can tell the video's been, they never showed the whole entire video.
Tonight, that officer is now recovering at home and is expected to.
Afternoon to you. The Torrington Police Chief says he stands by
This happened in 2020.
Jay Peters, Sergeant Jay Peters.
And this is
Peters
still
tells
going
Fox
on.
61 News he stands by his actions that day.
All right. You see where they started this video at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's not the beginning. That is not this entire body cam. I want to see what happened before all this happened, but they don't show that.
He's probably spit in his face and everything.
We've had enough. Are you done yet? Are you done with the kicking and the fighting with the officers? Are you done yet?
It was this May 23rd,
There you go.
2020 video.
The violation was that he pepper sprayed an individual who was not actively resisting.
From inside Torrington Police Headquarters with assault suspect Christopher Spetland handcuffed in a wheelchair that Chief William Baldwin says ended Tuesday when he fired Sergeant Gerald J. Peters for excessive use of force, he says, in police custody. Baldwin adding Peters violated department policy.
He was under control. He was shooting his mouth off. He was being vulgar. But that's
he is being vulgar. Let me tell you what. I'm about to say some stuff, y'all. This pussy ass chief right here.
Yep.
This dude right here. If you looked up man pussy in the dictionary, this is what a picture would show up right here. It'd be a picture of this man right here because that's what he is. He's a man pussy. And being vulgar, really. Obviously, when's the last time this fucking white shirt put boots on the ground and work in the street? Probably never. Probably some college graduate that sucked the mayor's dick and got this job, okay? This is what you get when you get appointed pieces of shit chiefs like this. Okay.
Strong process.
no reason to pepper spray an individual. And then the action of taking him out of the chair and putting him on the ground the way it was done is also even more concerning. There was absolutely no need for that either. This is about our accountability to the public and this officer's actions towards the public.
That description is wrong, it's false, and it's misleading. It's not accurate.
But the 19-year Torrington Police veteran and lifelong resident who followed in his father's footsteps of becoming an officer isn't going down without a fight.
The video involved in this event only shows seconds of action and not all of the facts and circumstances that led to my actions. I maintain that I acted in accordance with department policy and didn't do anything wrong.
Peters calling the police chief irresponsible in releasing limited clips of video he says does not tell the full story.
The actions taken were always in the best interest of public safety, officer safety, and liability to the city. That's the way I've always looked at things, and that's the way I've always done this job. Just like to add that
I hope he is the one that Democrats fucking city officials in this guy suits the shit out of him and wins.
Disgusting. Under these circumstances, this was the right decision they had.
No, it wasn't, because the court done overturned you funky ass.
Yeah.
So now you can go after him civilly, right?
So anyway, he appealed that. Court said, no, you got to give him his job back. So then the city's like, oh, no, we're going to appeal that. And then he appealed it. So the appellate court's like, nope. You got to reinstate him with all his back pay.
With the back pay.
This is 5 years of back pay now. Yeah. So, of course, they're going to try to take it to the Supreme Court. Let me tell you what. If I was part of this city, I'd be pissed off that the city's wasting all this fucking money.
They're wasting the money to try to fight this shit all the way to the Supreme Court.
This guy's been reinstated twice by two separate courts, And then you want to go to another court, and you're wasting taxpayer money fighting against this shit because you got a pussy chief and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna win again.
But John and
and by the time, he's been in there 19 years. By the time they give him all his back pay and reinstate him, he can turn around and fucking retire, and then get his retirement and say, "Fuck you" to that piece of shit city.
He want to come
make
back.
his own podcast.
So, Roy, you need to. You got it bad, son. You got it bad. So yeah, good for that cop. Like I said, I'd get all my money, retire, and walk. I wouldn't go back to work for that department to save my freaking life, because obviously they too woke over
fuck
there.
no, they shoot him in the back or something, man.
So, no,
after you got beef like that, you don't go back around those people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You. I'm surprised he.
This next one. I wish I had fireworks pop off and stuff like that. We got good news. Yeah. Good news. They had a man. He has been executed by firing squad. Okay.
Eating potatoes.
We had one. I didn't read that. We had one.
He has been. He is no longer with us. He's burning in hell. This man.
And Calhoun County Sheriff Thomas Summers, who investigated the case, says
I bet you thought a firing squad gonna bring him like 10 virgins or some bullshit.
Back more than 20 years, but tonight
it did.
One family friend telling me Friday's execution on tomorrow means the end of a cold-blooded murder.
An Orangeburg public safety officer was found dead yesterday.
Now that was recorded in the 90s.
Because this happened 22 years ago.
And they're just fucking.
They're just getting around and killing them. Yeah.
Captain Myers was killed about 8 o'clock last night in a remote part of Calhoun County on some property that he currently owns.
South Carolina death row inmate Michael Motti convicted for the killing. When the clock strikes 6 p.m.
Been on death row for 22 years.
Summers will be present for the 42-year-old's execution.
I started with the case. I saw it all the way through the court system, and this is the way I finished the case. I started it, and I'm going to finish it.
The sheriff vividly recalls responding to reports of a
Anyway, the officer, the deputy that was killed, this motherfucker broke into a shed. He found him in there, dude. I think shot him and then set him on fire, where his wife found his burned up body and then stole his police car and ended up catching him in an unmarked police car in another state. But and he had killed some other people in another state. Okay, so and it took 22 years, which is ridiculous. 22 years to put this piece of shit in the dirt where he belonged at.
I think when they killed,
they need to change the shit.
It should be legal to kill them and then bring them back.
Is that?
And then kill them, like bring them right to the time.
They need to change it. They need to change it.
Like, you got to be able to punish these motherfuckers multiple times.
22 fucking years he got to live in that fucking. No.
Get more approval.
So, but anyway, he's dead now. He's in hell, getting butt fucked by Satan with a big spiky dick with fire sperm being shot up in his fucking colon and stuff like that. So we can just get that picture going. He's screaming while fire sperm is shooting out of his.
Like an eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Yeah, people had to pay for his sorry ass to live 22 years in prison. Yeah, exactly right.
As usual.
This next one is yours. There's no video, but this is some coming out of New Mexico. Go figure.
So, especially being it's coming out of New Mexico, it shouldn't be any big surprise because we've covered it a couple times before. But here they've actually decided to go ahead and do it. In New Mexico, they decided that they're going to allow DACA recipients and non-U.S. citizens to apply to be police officers, firefighters, and stuff like that, and quote, allowing them to give back to their community. They're going to allow them to become certified sheriff's deputies, police officers. The problem with that is when you give authority of a position and they have already defaulted by committing a crime and just being here in general. And I do understand the litigations as it pertains to DACA shit. But at the same time, you can't be doing it because they're not even U.S. citizens. They don't have the same rights yet. Now, once they are granted those rights and are made a U.S. citizen, I have no problem with him being a police officer or something along those lines, but not before then. And I don't even know how this shit's gonna fly with the DOJ. I do not.
To me,
it'll be interesting, especially under this.
A non-citizen should not be able to have the power, just like I put in the chat, to arrest a citizen of the United States and take any type of their civil liberties away when you're not even a legal citizen in the United States. It should just be totally unconstitutional.
Well, if you don't know how it works, just watch your.
New Mexico is so fucked up. I was listening to another podcast this morning on my way in. New Mexico has rated. Do you know Tijuana is safer than fucking New Mexico? Tijuana, Mexico is safer than New Mexico.
I did not see that stat. Can't just say it without no stat.
Well, I don't know about the stats, but here's another thing to ponder. A lot of officers that have gotten their jobs in the past 10, 20 years know that a lot of departments will run a soft or hard credit check against you to get a job. What the fuck? So if you don't have a perfect credit score, you couldn't get on with a lot of departments because they think you're corruptible. Now, if you look at that perspective, these people aren't even American citizens. So technically any laws they could break while they're here, fuck them just being here in general.
No, I know.
So I don't get it.
Now these guys might have a right to try. I guess you're talking about illegal. To me, like what's in the news right now, they're all hooping and hollering, and all the Democrats are hooping and hollering, wanting to bring this MS-13 fucker back over here from El Salvador. Bring them back. Why? You motherfuckers care more about criminals than they do American citizens. He didn't have his due process. He was an illegal alien. He should not have any due process. Oh, it was a Maryland father. No, he wasn't. He wasn't from Maryland. He's from El Salvador. He just happened to get some stupid American bitch pregnant and have a kid while he was here. Send her cunt ass back over there with him. If she misses him so bad, her ass is free to fly to El Salvador. Fly your ass back over there. Who gives a fuck?
And that's what I'm saying is, if we're already having issues like that, how are we going to let an entire police department fucking or sheriff's office that's what I'm saying. It's like Ken Bondi and the DA have got to already be on this shit.
Next, we're Freebird's going to talk us to. I got to do a video on this too, on a little PP incident, kind of like how he wears the pins.
Well,
PP in his pants.
Yeah, well, that does happen on Boots too. Apparently, the woman in the stolen van, she got to hurl a cup full of urine at the Oklahoma cops. So apparently, we got a video of this too. Her throwing the pee.
Yes, I do. Watch. Let's see, number 5.
And Calhoun County Sheriff Thomas Summers.
He probably drinking pee.
No, number 5.
After climbing.
Get out of the car!
You seen it right there?
Shit, you're lucky you didn't get shot.
Seen it right there? It's quick.
Yeah.
I'll rewind it. You see the wet? Look.
Oh, I thought you sprayed him with OC.
No, look.
No, that is there.
See that big gulp? Big gulp?
Big gulp piss.
All this right here, that is not Coca-Cola, people. That is a big gulp full of piss that she just threw all up on this. Look at it. You can see it's yellow.
You got to go through and clean every piece of that equipment because they wear chest rigs.
Look at it.
Oh, that bitch is full, too. You should have this.
Yeah. It's piss.
Fuck.
Yep, look at it. Right there. Just take a good
look at it. I think it's mellow
at
yellow. Call me mellow yellow.
That's all in his face. You know he got a mouth full of pee.
Get out!
Well, maybe he's into golden showers. He could actually have a raging hard on right now.
So nasty. You're so fucking nasty. Fucking nasty homeless bitch piss.
I'm gonna tase you.
Nasty homeless. There's some dudes that are into homeless chicks. Was that a fucking taser charging up or some shit?
That's one of them new Taser 10s.
That
It's got 10 shots in it. You see, so you can keep. If you miss with one, you can keep popping them until you get enough in them. You hear him? He shoots it like three. He shoots them like 3 times. Because if you watch right here, you hear pop, pop.
Yep.
Watch, and then she goes to screaming.
No.
Don't you pee on me, Clarice.
Don't move.
Ah.
Get out of the car now. Get on the ground. Now.
Oh, come on. Dude, she's still like a Roy fucking P, like 8 out of 10. Oh, no. Maybe not. Oh. Is there butthole piercing?
Roy P could just.
Jewelry in her butt crack?
I don't know. Roy P could bond her out.
I'll be on you. I pissed on you.
Yeah, I mean, she just happened to have a couple. I think she was living in this stolen van, Natalie, and so probably homeless living in there. She earned that one, huh? Yeah, that glass got her too. Look at it. Now they got homeless bitch pee on them mixed with her fucking blood.
Is she got a Alabama hot pocket going on? Why has he got his taser laying next to the suspect?
I don't know. I saw that too. I'm like, pick your taser up. Pick your taser up. There you go.
Maybe he was hoping she'd reach for it. I don't know. I don't know about that, Billy. Dissemination of bodily fluids is not handled well.
Well, unfortunately, Kelly, we can't force people to do that. I know that glass got her good. Cause you see all that blood on the ground. She bleeding like a stuck pig. She must be taking baby aspirin or something.
Can I pull these out?
Drinking her own piss.
I leave it. Leave it in.
Do I leave it out? Do I pull it in?
You can pull them out yourself, but anyway.
See, I told you he was into that shit. As soon as it got splashed with the piss, he's got
that glass got her pretty good right there.
With a baby. I thought she fucking sprayed him with OC. I'm like, shit her.
She got look at it. Look at it right there.
Right his goatee. You know he likes it. Look, he's got a flavor saver. I know.
So anyway, they charged her with all kind of shit and piss.
She did not shit in that cup. Don't be over exaggerating.
Well, you can make her. It's nasty. But she'll probably end up getting off. They'll probably they'll probably get her off with kind of mental shit. You know.
That's what was in the cup, and that was a lot of liquid.
It's pee. That's piss, urine. That's when you go. Well, how was your job? Fucking piss of the ass job today. Yeah. Getting pissed all on. Just nasty. All right. Well, next time.
The old lady looked at you and goes, "Why are you home 6 hours early?"
Because I got pee-peed on.
Because I smell like piss. Why don't you come wash this while I'm in the shower?
Freebird going to sleep over there.
It's hot. We all need a little nap sometimes. So peaceful there in the ice.
Well, I had the heater's on over here.
The heater is not on.
Really?
No. Fucking sweating over here. I got the little fan. I got the little fan on because.
You even turn the fucking heater on when my ass came there. I was fucking negative 32.
Anyway, this story here, the reason this story caught my eye.
Wasn't that cold?
Was because.
Some bullshit.
Was because most places are always bitching about cops writing tickets, right?
Yeah.
God, you cops are already writing tickets.
I got bitched that, and I didn't write a ticket because I didn't write a ticket.
This town, Towanda, or tell me if I'm saying it wrong, Billy. Towanda, New York, the town of Towanda, has formally accused members of their police force of violating the state's Taylor law, okay, by participating in an illegal strike. The town is not seeking to fire any of them, but wants a resolution. Anyway, they're bitching. They're saying that the cops were doing like a little strikes because they were refusing to write traffic tickets. And the town board is preparing to take legal action against them. So they're bitching because the cops slowed down writing traffic tickets. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you got a town that comes after, I was like, it's like, all right, you don't want to give us a raise? Well, fuck you. We'll slow down writing tickets. And they're going to come back after them. That tells you right there that this fucking town is using their cops as revenue generators, which should not be right. That they're bitching at the cops saying, you ain't writing enough tickets. That means they want money.
It is right if that's the reason you're hired, because there is certain departments out there that hire guys and they put them on
Quotas on citations are illegal.
Not damn well they're not quotas, they're expectations. Anyway, if you get hired on as somebody that goes out and does traffic all day and you're not stroking out citations, what the fuck were you doing? Unless your department doesn't like you striking out citations, but a lot of PDs, small PDs, that's how they make their money.
Yeah, but I just think this is funny. You got now this department's wanting to discipline the cops for not writing tickets.
Well, what'll happen is, and then once they go out and they stroke 10,000 tickets in one day, they'll just send out an email that says, "Don't fucking pay the tickets." It's never good enough. Never.
Well, this next story with Holster, I saw it, and I'm like, at first I'm like, this shit can't be real. I actually found a video on the story.
So he might have a video, but this is the one about the teenagers, right?
Yes.
So these Belgian teens, this did kind of dumbfound me. They were arrested with 5,000 smuggled ants as Kenya warns of changing trafficking trends. And what are these motherfuckers? So basically, these kids are finding ants in foreign countries or small insects. They stick them in a little vial and they take them back to their country. I do understand what could go wrong with that shit, because if you know anything about ag laws, there's a reason why certain pests should not enter certain countries. But with that being said, they made this comment: undermines Kenya's sovereign rights over its biodiversity, but also deprives local communities and research institutions of potential ecological and economic benefits. Said, I say, ain't no motherfucker ever said that about some ants. Okay,
They said they're selling these ants on the black market for like $200 a piece.
Hold on, where do we get these ants?
There'd be some broke ass on bitches.
Watch. They're not little bitty ants. These are some big old ants.
4 suspects, including 3 foreign nationals, pleaded guilty to a charge of trafficking highly sought-after ants out of Kenya. The men, 2 Belgians, a Vietnamese and a Kenyan, were arraigned in court Tuesday. They were arrested at the international airport in Nairobi for the illegal possession and trafficking of live queen ants to sell as exotic pets. They'll be sentenced on April 23rd. Kenya's wildlife agency described the case as a landmark trial.
Now, Africa don't fuck with their animals. That's the one thing. But, I mean, it's not like they were trying to steal fucking elephants or hyenas or something. Ants, y'all.
Felony ants.
Highlighted the growing threat of biopiracy of native species.
Are these like the ants from the Scorpion movie?
Were meticulously
Planet of the Ants.
Specially modified test tubes.
Yeah, like, can you ride this ant? Is it like a horse?
It's not that big. They're going to show you the ants.
Syringes packed with cotton wool, allowing them to
were
survive
they in their
for
ass
up to
in
2
the vial?
months. A single insect can fetch up to $200 on the black market. The giant
One insect
African
is $200.
There's the ants right here. You see them?
It generate like a poison or something?
These are these big ants.
Harvester ants are native to Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. In Kenya, the ants are protected under international biodiversity treaties, and their capture and trade are strictly regulated.
That one got loose. Grab that $200 ant.
Yeah, no bullshit. I'm telling you right now, guys, fucking $200 for some ants. Yeah.
So I don't know what the penalty is they looking at, but these they were ready to get rich. So you gotta know what those benefits are, or if there are any, before you can say you're being deprived. They're being deprived of their ant money.
You do have to be also a fan of the government that you're from, because let's be honest, if Trump got a phone call that said, "Hey, we've got 2 American teenagers that got arrested with fucking 400 ants, and they figured out how to sell a single ant for $200," Trump would be like, "They're hired. Bring them." Like, you know what I mean? I don't think an ant. I think
Look.
in the same boat, like jail time.
Moral of the story is: do not go to Kenya and fuck with any animal they have over there. Insect.
Don't even step on ants.
Don't even like break a blade of grass off. You're getting in trouble.
You imagine you're sitting there
Protective
and a fucking mosquito
grass.
starts sucking your blood and you slap
And you smash it. That felony.
Like, put your hands on your back.
Felony. Kill that skater.
You killed that protector.
Kill that skater. Well, next we're going to talk about some thugs. Freebird, if he can stay awake long enough, we're going to talk about some thugs over there.
Well, thugging it and loving it, you know. Give me a second here.
I got a video too.
Well, good, because the is this the play dead chick?
Yes.
Yeah, because it come over all jumbled up and dealing with jumbled up shit.
I try not to send stuff here.
Kidnapping and torture of a Burien woman. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Mary Num. The victim told police she was forced into a car as she was arriving home from work, and what happened next nearly killed her. It's a case investigators have been trying to solve for months.
KOBO's Jeremy Harris live tonight with the story in Burien. And Jeremy, the allegations here are just shocking.
That's what I was thinking.
Preston, and they came to light today in charging documents that were just filed here in King County that alleged 2 men came up with a plan to kidnap a woman, steal her car and jewelry, and then kill her, but she survived.
This is the Burien apartment complex where police say 2 men kidnapped the woman as she was getting home from work.
Yeah.
But here, investigators say the men used their
God
power
damn, look
on
at that
the-
little piece of shit. That some bitch look like the size of a bathroom.
Like that apartment complex don't look like if anybody's going to have any kind of real wealth at all.
No, no, that's where you go when you're down on your luck, man. Like when you just need, like, day to day or week to week.
And eventually drove her here to the mountains near Snoqualmie
That's
Pass,
pretty as
where they
fuck.
forced her over a Jersey barrier.
Well, apparently
and
she
then
was there,
shot
and
her.
then-
She told police she played dead and waited for the men to leave before flagging down help. After months of work from the King County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, 2 men, Alexander Arnaez and Kevin Sanabria, are now in custody, charged with kidnapping, robbery, and attempted murder.
While in that vehicle, they used a power drill to drill into her.
Y'all can hear that. These piece of shit used a power drill and drilled a hole in this lady's hand to get her to give up her PIN number for her debit card so they could steal money from her. Damn. Now, what this news thing is not telling everybody is that these 2 upstanding individuals who just needed the money because they wanted to give it to their church on Sunday were 2 illegal Venezuelans that were here are possibly a member of that gang, that Venezuelan gang that's been around.
WD-40?
Yeah, URE 40 or some bullshit.
Whatever they are. But, yeah, see, the news keeps skipping over that. They don't say that. These are illegal motherfuckers that were here that done this shit to this person. These are the same people that the Democrats keep trying to get shipped back to the country.
No. Even their country's president said no.
So, hopefully, they get convicted and they never,
What the fuck is a Tecumseh?
What?
Oh.
So anyway, yeah, that's what pissed me off with that one, because the news is don't surround it. Next, this inmate here, this man right here, got a picture of him.
Yeah, it's you. What the hell is the name of that Tecumseh?
I can't even say the shit.
Let me see that name. Let me see that name.
Y'all see this person above my head right here?
What about Chapatulas?
This man is an inmate in prison.
I don't know about that.
In a southeast Nebraska prison. He was 36-year-old Jamar Allen Wells. He was already doing time for I think assault Oh, he was already on he was doing 5 to 9 years for possession of a firearm by a felon and 3rd-degree assault. He was slated to be released in July this year. I don't think that's going to happen right now because he's been charged with what? What can you get charged with while in prison? This motherfucker raped another dude.
That's hot.
Y'all hear that, right? Fucking Holstera thinks man ass rape is hot. Okay? That's what happens when your fucking mustache looks like that. I'm just telling you, don't do it. It makes you gay. Okay? But this dude up here, he was getting ready to get out, couldn't wait no longer, and had to rape a dude. Hopefully, too bad it wasn't one of those Venezuelans that decided to
sometimes you feel like a
rob
nut,
that
sometimes
woman
you don't.
right there. So, anyway, this dude here,
Maybe that guy took his fucking brownies.
he's a piece of shit man rapist right there. So, not saying the dude that he butt fucked didn't deserve it, but it's still gross. Okay.
Maybe he did. Maybe that dude came
I
in
hope
and he was
the
like,
guy
"You
didn't
yanked
eat a whole bunch of
grandma's
corn the
birthday."
day before, just because he'd have
I
like
hope he
corn
did.
poo all over
And then
his
when that
dick.
dude took a piss the next day, he was like, "Pating, pating." I don't know if that's how that gay shit works, but anyway, am I the next one with this Bebe's kid?
Yes.
All right, we got to transition everybody because this is one of my fucking favorite stories. Imagine you're boarding an airplane to fly across the United States and even I'll say the world because these people were coming from Qatar. Okay, it's a 14-hour flight. 14-hour flights are already bad enough, and God forbid
that ain't
somebody
no
drags
lie.
one of their little. They drag one of their little curtains climbers, fucking Bebe's kids with them, and then the mom just decides, you know what? All these kids I have, I need a fucking nap time. She drinks a little bit or something. I don't know what this bitch does. She pulls a free bird, passes the fuck out, and yeah, Roy, don't worry. We didn't. Yep, you're good. Anyway, while mom was passed out, this little young lady, I'm sure you have a picture that you could show.
I got a whole video.
Oh, great. This little bitch is stabbing people with a fucking metal fork running around this plane. And apparently this woman pulls off her, what do they call them? Chanclas?
Her slipper.
Yep. Well, white people call it a slipper. Yeah, regardless, they pull that motherfucker up and she's ready to whip this kid's ass. And
She said she's gonna fuck her up.
I'm gonna fuck her up.
First of all, you're not allowed to have nail clippers on the plane.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, right? But
much less
But they giving people metal forks.
Can point.
Can you give people a fucking a fork?
And I'm Mary Nom.
Look at this little devil
Y'all can
child.
y'all can see the Satan's child right here. Y'all see Satan's child
I think
here.
its mother's wearing a burqa or something, ain't it?
Right here. I don't know.
So weird that the child's all dressed in pink and the mom's all conservative though.
That's not mom. This is the lady just getting stabbed.
No, not this dyke looking chick. Hit play. She's been entirely too quiet.
Hey, she over here stabbing people with a fork. She just ran up and stabbed me with a fork. I almost knocked her. I'll fuck her up. She ran up and hit me and stabbed me with a fork.
Shit, motherfucker.
She said she gonna fuck that kid up with her slipper.
I would have fucked her up. Damn right. I think this woman's 100% in the right. If your little baby's kid is running around a society, it is society's place to correct your fucking child. If that child was strapped in its seat where it should be safely,
Look,
this shit wouldn't have happened.
Took the knife,
Whip your kids,
the
people.
fork
Whip
away
your
from
kids.
her. I don't know why mom letting her kid just run around the plane.
Well, they all do now. You ain't got no. You don't have no parents. I mean, the kids are their own parents. Have
you heard
that's
about
why
that
you know damn good and well. You sit in the restaurants all the time.
Make their choice. It's actually a new form of parenting where you ask the child what its choices.
What
need
would you
be.
like to do here?
No, negative.
Right, right. Like, do you feel like you want to do your homework?
Do you feel like getting your ass
No?
beat? No. Okay. Well.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? These kids are yelling at their mom like, I fucking hate you. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, I can't be around that net. No, no. No.
Well, next we're going to Freebird with a little. I know he's got a little foot fetish thing going.
I don't.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
bullshit. Roy tells me how you. Never mind. It's how I thought you were paying for your Patreon.
Well,
that's why he ain't on there, I guess.
No, I used to be, and somebody canceled me.
They're terrorists, Roy.
I lost that one, and so there was a principal. Was she a principal?
She was a principal,
and she had one of her students. And you're gonna see. I don't have the story pulled up, but I did read my stories. She had one of her little students rub her feet. And she wanted to feel like, or make him feel like that he loved doing it. And while she was giving him some dirty talk, apparently. So she got fired.
And arrested. You know who tells the story better?
I don't know why. I don't know why she would have gotten arrested. Unless she was saying like really nasty stuff.
Previously referred to him as sexy
she got her feet up on the desk and she said, "Come here, Johnny, rub it like you're gonna rub one."
You know
out.
who tells the story better?
Who?
Grady Judd.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Is this Polk County?
This is
middle school, Lake Marion Middle School, and she did the nasty with a 13-year-old child.
Wait a minute. This ain't.
Yeah, it gets.
This ain't the article I read.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't do the nasty. It just said it made her rub her feet.
That's doing that. That's pretty damn nasty.
I've massaged teachers' feet before. You can't massage people's feet without it being considered.
Was she
sexy.
telling you? Yes, rub one out on it.
No, she did call him sexy chocolate when he would pass the hallways in school.
I'm gonna mute y'all's ass so we can hear it because this video's low.
This is Dr. Kiva Lark, but she's not a podiatrist.
Should have been your first.
A podiatrist.
And here's what happened.
That's funny shit. Podiatrist.
Got in trouble for throwing a wadded up piece of paper across a classroom. So he was sent to her office. And she said, since you don't have anything better to do with your hands, why don't you rub my feet? And she promptly took her feet out of her stinky shoes and put them in his lap. And as he's massaging her feet, she says, you're not doing it right. And she starts massaging his arm and shoulder and says, do it like that. Massage my feet like you love me.
She was just trying to be an
I'm
educator.
telling you, that's what happened. There were witnesses.
Muted. She was trying to redirect. Yeah.
She was trying to educate him. She's an educator.
She was trying to redirect his,
Did you see what she looks like? What do you imagine them feet? What the fuck you think her feet look like?
Oh, I bet you they was some crusty ass shit, boy. That's probably what made him mad and tell his mama. She's like, he's like, you ain't gonna believe I had to rub these
His
nasty.
mama was mad. He don't even
ashy,
do that shit for
ashy.
Just nasty.
Don't judge.
She called him sexy chocolate.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I bet she got some funky feet.
I bet you.
She just look
I
like.
bet you she's in a supermodel catalog for her feet.
I doubt that. She probably got some rusty. I guarantee you, Roy, you'd have probably sucked her toes. You nasty fuck. This last one here, I'm surprised this hasn't hit more mainstream media, especially since everybody knows that we got that the one where the one kid stabbed the other kid in the heart and stuff like that.
Nuh-uh.
This happened up in California, and it's not getting national media. This man was at the bus stop waiting to catch a bus back to Alabama with his wife. They had recently just lost their child.
Oh, shit.
And some fucktard came up to them and took a hatchet to the back of this man's neck, and he's on life support in the hospital and most likely not going to make it. But this isn't getting no national attention, because it's another black man that attacked a white man for no fucking reason.
Because he was white.
We're going to watch it.
Issue to a 53-year-old assistant principal.
There was a man with a hatchet while waiting at a bus stop with his wife. Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the man's family. News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter, Cora Stylander, reports from outside Banner University Medical Center in Midtown.
Well, for 6 days, Jake Couch has been clinging on to life after being brutally attacked with a hatchet. Investigators say they do not expect him to survive, but his family is holding on to hope, wanting swift justice.
I don't think I can cry anymore. I've done nothing but cry since I've been here.
Luke Couch rushed here to Banner UMC Tucson from his home near Huntsville, Alabama, to be by his older brother Jake's side after he was attacked in broad daylight Saturday.
It hurts knowing that I couldn't be there to protect him.
I want you to gather up all your people
3 days later,
and take a hatchet to this motherfucker.
No, he'll end up getting, this is California, he'll end up getting off with a slap on the wrist, you watch.
In Tucson today.
Documents, Jake and his wife were traveling by bus back home to Alabama.
Or maybe it is Arizona, I don't know. Wherever, it's fucking,
Yeah,
he'll probably
stay the fuck out of Tucson.
He'll probably get a fucking slap on the
Her
wrist.
trip to California.
It's
The couple
Arizona.
were sitting at this bus bench on 6th Avenue and Broadway when surveillance footage captured Michael and Jake exchanging unknown words. Then Michael could be seen hitting Jake in the back of the neck with a hatchet, then casually walking away from the scene.
And it's just senseless. There's no reason. He would literally give you the shirt off his back if you needed it, and I really do mean that in the literal sense. He had the greatest heart.
Investigators report recovering the hatchet from Michael's home and say he confessed.
I'm going to postpone $1 million cash.
Luke says he will make sure his brother gets justice.
It's not fair, and I won't stop.
No, you exact
I'll come down here to
revenge.
Tucson,
God
and
damn
I
it.
will make sure and do everything in my ability to make sure this never happens to anyone else again, and to make sure that this man gets justice for what he did to my brother.
Right now, Daniel Michael Yeah, is facing 2 counts of aggravated assault, but if Jacob Couch does pass away, you can expect him to certainly face some more serious charges. We'll keep you updated. Reporting outside Banner UMC in Midtown, Cora Stylander,
I want him to
News
start a
4 Tucson.
GoFundMe so we can pay wherever this fucktard goes. Pay a prisoner to. We're gonna give you life commissions. We're gonna give you life commissary for if you would shank this little bitch, but shank him right in the dick first. Then
Shank him in the dick.
Yeah.
So,
Grab him by the dick.
So we got to vote on a hot nut for tonight. We got the ATV driver that ran over the cop. We got the piss throwing woman. We got the ant thieves. We got the 2 Venezuelan thugs that drilled a hole in a lady's hand. We got the little bitch on the plane stabbing people with a fork.
That my hot nut. That one right there.
So we got the little girl.
Yeah, you're right.
We got
Bill.
2 for that one. I'm going with the P girl. So which one y'all want? Oh, you want the feet rubber. Okay. And we got feet.
No, not your sexual preference, Roy. The hot nut.
So what else? The rest of y'all vote. So we're going to vote on the little girl stabbing people on a plane, the piss thrower, and the feet rubber.
People on a plane. When did Gary Allen sing that song?
I don't think that's getting drunk on a plane.
Getting drunk on a plane,
not
but
stabbing,
not stabbing people
I-
on a plane.
I'm still baffled that rubbing somebody's feet is a sexual act. So
I think it was what she was saying, but see, I thought the same thing. I mean,
He's 13 years old, and you could, but you calling him sexual chocolate and stuff like that.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was that age,
Well, maybe she was using, you see that old show called Scare Tactics. You seen that old movie, that old show called
I didn't
Scare
have a
Tactics.
teacher ever say anything like, hey, Big
Like-
Daddy, or like, I want to suck your dick or anything. But massaging someone's feet, a teacher's feet,
She's like,
really?
there have been plenty of teachers I've had. I wouldn't fucking complain. I would be
PP
like,
throwers up by
I mean,
one.
at least she didn't make me drink her piss or anything like that one bitch that was home was fucking Roy's going to make that one.
that's
He's like, y'all want my Gatorade? It's yellow.
That's not Gatorade. It's PP.
I'm gonna tell you, but I'll tell you a quick story, tailgating story. We had a guy, a friend of ours from Alabama. He would bring. You know how a lot of times your beer disappears at a tailgate. This fucker would bring a urinal.
Not mine.
No, I mean you set your beer down, all of a sudden you go back and some bitch is gone. Well, he'd bring a urinal and he'd pour all his damn cold ass beer in the urinal, and that son of a bitch, that motherfucker never disappeared. Nobody wanted to touch that piss urinal, but it was his beer. He drank out that son of a bitch.
That's funny.
Yeah,
It'd be funny if somebody walked
come
up there
on,
and took a
everybody,
piss
we
in
got some votes.
it. Took a piss in the urinal.
Dude, back when I was almost dead in the hospital, I thought the urinal was the best invention ever. I needed one
Well,
it was.
You can buy urinals and hook them up pretty fucking cheap. Especially in a garage or something. You just run the fucking shit outside and do a bed of rocks. So when you flush it, the water... Yeah. Anyway.
Or you can just take a big gulp cup and pee in it.
Yeah. Stacy's trying to figure out, or Roy's trying to figure out if Stacy likes golden showers. That's inappropriate.
That's because he's
had some.
He likes
It
because
all
he likes
depends.
to
The
be
one in
being
the video
peed
looked like
on.
it had ice. I ain't never seen some piss in a jar with ice in it. I mean, that's
It didn't have ice
diabolical.
in it.
There was a lot of white floof in
No.
that. Okay?
So it looks like the
Who
piss
fuck is
thrower,
hot nut?
the PP lady.
Y'all cheated.
No, we didn't. We got one more than y'all did.
No, it was tied.
No, we got 2 for the little girl and 3 for the P.
They really need to release another season of fucking Life, or what the hell is that? Love on the Spectrum?
No, just because Stacy said piss thrower, that wasn't voting.
Oh, so Stacy is your girlfriend and don't know it. I think that's against the law. I think that's called
that's
stalking.
It's only stalking if they tell you to stop. That's what I think. But, I could be wrong.
Pretty sure that's
I was
stalking. Yeah, stalking. Stalking, Roy. Stalking. Oh, next Wednesday, Roy P should be in studio with us. If he's
I
not,
told him I wanted to come for a
if
fucking sleepover.
if he's not too
he can't
fucked
go
up
days
from
off.
his date, no telling what might happen to him. Don't bring no butt plugs or nothing with you, Roy. Secret admiration. No, I've seen that TV show, You, and might be, Roy.
That whole PT Cruiser looks like the fucking the van
Yeah,
from Cheaters with
yeah.
all the cameras on.
Yeah, it did go by pretty quick, didn't it?
It actually did. That's weird. Well, Freebird was here on time.
Yeah, he
We all knew
actually
what our
showed up
stories
right
were.
on time.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to do it. So everybody, I'll have a good one, and I appreciate y'all coming and watch it. Spread the word.
Up in Zachary. Right, damn, it's a H, Roy.
Yeah.
We don't even know where Zachary is, but we know where Zachary is, but not Zachary.
If I don't talk to anyone, everybody have a safe Easter. Don't eat too many eggs; they make you fart. And
Absolutely. Remember, eggs are expensive. Don't let the kids eat
yeah,
them.
be safe. Remember, we're not sheepdogs. We're lions.
Hope y'all were entertained at your laughs. If you were offended, fuck off. The crew hopes to see you back next week. Same time, same place. Bring a friend.
Oh.
We of the jungle, we don't take no shit. Were you offended by the podcast? Too much cursing, not PC enough, we'll fuck your feelings.